Hello and welcome to Biomedical Qingdao, China. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Guangsheng Wang. I oversee the international department at Biomedical. We hope you can benefit from today's webinar from Qingdao and Biomedical to the world.
Hello and welcome to today's Biomedical web channel training webinar. I'm Peter Peterson, Director of International Business Operations and Marketing Departments here at Biomedical. Before we move on, I want to quickly point out the reason for the video you just watched. We are proud of our growth over the last few years, and to be more specific, we are now in more than 160 countries, currently have 500 plus intellectual property patents, 300 plus certified medical devices, and have reached over 1 billion people. Now that's some achievement by the greater team and our global partners. I am also coming to you today from our exhibition hall here in Qingdao, China. If you took a quick walk around the hall, you would have the opportunity to see most of Biomedical's products and solutions. Actually, let's give you a quick look before we move on. And if you are interested in seeing the exhibition hall, then go to our website at www.biomedical.com. Then click on the banner as we are showing you now, or scan the QR code on the screen. Then take a virtual tour from the world's leading manufacturer of IoT biomedical cold chain equipment, and you can see all our solutions from Euv Blood, Euv Vaccine, Euv Biobank, Euv Reagent, and Euv Lab. And please find time to take a look and tell us what you think. But of course, we hope in the very near future we can host you here at Biomedical HQ in Qingdao, China. For now, let's head to the team to kickstart the webinar, where we'll cover key points about our products and solutions that help you best position our products, and also take a look at our competitive advantages and some comparisons against our competitors. We'll also touch on how to better understand the needs of your customer. You will see some case studies, and you will learn more about the Hire Group and Biomedical, who we are, and our broader reach right across the world. A very strong base for your customers' trust from a truly global company. If you have any questions, please feel free to add them into the chat below and send us a message. If not, please email us at inquiry@hirebiomedical.com or contact your trusted sales manager here at Biomedical. As we have a lot to get through, I'm now going to hand over to the team to take us through most of today's training. Thank you, and now over to the team.
Hi and welcome to Biomedical webinar. This is Jason. I have been working with Biomedical international market in years and involved in different market territory as well. And it's nice to catch up with some of our friends today in this incubator product series chapter. And joining with me today will be having the team members of Asian Pacific market. We will be discovering the whole product series in incubator industry. Developing from advanced core refrigeration technology, Biomedical had been being devoted to the life science and biomedical industry. We are evolving into a customer-based solution provider and extending to the chamber product to the incubation industry. As of now, the total construction area of 50,000 square meters with annual production capacity of 200,000 units makes Biomedical the world's largest biomedical cold chain industrial base. The second phase, higher biomedical innovation industrial park that is expected to be put into operation in 2023 with 95,000 square meters construction area, and it will be providing more strength in supporting our global business partners from a solution perspective. The initiation of the incubation products includes CO2 incubators, constant temperature incubators, climate chambers, constant temperature dry chamber, and autoclave, etc. Me and my team will be presenting each product series. We also encourage our partners to provide feedback of the information from the actual user so we can mix it with our R&D resources into a better customer-oriented solution, leading to a win-win cooperation in the market. Okay. Here, we start with the CO2 incubators. Inside a CO2 incubator, also known as a gases incubator, an atmosphere is created that as nature as possible to develop cell and tissue cultures. This way of cultivating living organisms is called in vitro and is main application for CO2 incubators. The process can take several weeks, during which sample growth and safety are always the top priority. To guarantee both these aspects, the temperature, humidity, and CO2 content must match the cell culture requirement as precisely as possible. The CO2 incubators play an important role in medical research, wherever cell culture has to be observed in sterile and meticulous way as possible. They keep unwanted microbes away from cultures, thus providing the ideal condition for growth. There are also a wide range of applications for CO2 incubators, including immunology, oncology, genetics, and bioengineering. Stem cell research, stem cell therapy, also plastic surgery, anti-aging therapy, tissue repair, and different kind of research and treatment, etc. So the users are widely covered from hospitals, pharmaceuticals, college, university, and different research institutions, and somehow in disease control. And this listed is just a part of application scenarios just for the reference. And the actual use will be lead to more than to cancer research and some leading technologies breakthroughs as well. Okay. First of all, let's present how a higher biomedical incubator works and how customers choose the right CO2 incubators. And first of all, water jacket and air jacket CO2 incubator are most common types of cell tissue growth chamber used in laboratories. And water jacket incubators refers to a type of installation that relies on heated water within the chamber walls to maintain a uniform temperature throughout the incubator. Due to the high heat capacity of water, they are capable of maintaining the desired temperature for long duration. However, filling and heating the incubator can take time, so water jacket incubator comes with a longer startup process. Once the chamber walls are filled with water, the incubator can become very heavy and can be difficult to move. Considering stagnant warm water is ideal place for contamination growth, and other downside of water jacket incubator is algae and bacterial growth can easily take place within the chamber. So air jacket incubator are much lighter, faster to set up, provide similar temperature uniformity as the water jacket one. So higher medical incubator provide faster recovery after door opening. This is due to the fact that air-jetted incubator can adjust temperature on and off cycle based on the air temperature inside the chamber, following the door openings. So higher biomedical incubator are also suitable for high heat sterilization and the temperature upwards of 180 Celsius degree. This is something that is not possible when using water jacket models. Okay, and as of now, higher biomedical provides three models, CO2 incubators, which are 8 liters, 168 liters, and 258 liters ones. The name code is quite similar as higher biomedical other products name, beginning with HCP, which means higher biomedical CO2 incubators series, following by the rough chamber capacity. Right? Similarly, the accurate number should be calculated according to the specification sheet. Right? Because when we name the product, something like consistency and heritage can be considered. And also the figure 8 ending is mostly because it represents a good fortune in the traditional Chinese culture. So we would love to have this in our product name and bring the same fortune to our global partners as well. Okay. Based on our interaction with scientists, the most concerned value for them when they consider a CO2 incubator are optimal cell growth and contamination control, and also some advanced and user-friendly design. We will be discovering these points in this session and details. First, optimal cell growth. The optimal condition combines the CO2 level, temperature uniformity, and humidity level. We can see in different field research those factors are similar yet a bit of difference. Right? Just to take the vitro fertilization field for an instance. This application aims to fuse an egg and sperm cell together in petri dish along with a cell culture medium. The human embryos start to fertilize and develop in the CO2 incubator before being transplanted into a uterus after 2 or 3 days. The optimal conditions in incubator chamber are approximately 37 Celsius degree and 5 to 6% in volume carbon dioxide. And also the humidity level is around about 95%. Staff label the petri dish very precisely to avoid the mix-ups. The inner gas doors of the CO2 incubator means dishes can be monitored at all times too. The process is similar in veterinary medicine. For example, with the cattle, the oocytes are put into the petri dish together with the sperm, and during the incubation period of 21 hours, the sperm fertilizes them. On the 8th day after fertilization, the embryos are transferred from the CO2 incubator into recipient animals. And we understand the big three factors are tremendously important to the research result, and this is how we provide ideal environment for the scientist. In details, let's see the CO2 levels. We use the infrared ray sensor in higher biomedical incubator. The comparison table on the side as well as on the bottom show the advantage that the IR sensing technology brings high precision, rapid measurement, and automatic calibration convenience to the user. You can see the curve in comparison to ordinary sensor, and the blue one is the IR sensor. And in some operant competitors, they use the superconductivity CO2 sensors, which is not ideally correlated with the actual lining. Besides, The high temperature tolerance of the 190 Celsius degree enables the adoption of 180 Celsius degree dry heat sterilization methodology in contamination control, which is also critical for a lot of researchers. Regarding the high temperature control, the performance of the uniformity is plus minus 0.3 Celsius degree and the temperature fluctuation within plus minus 0.1 Celsius degree is delivered by a comprehensive management based on the PID control, 6-sided heating and the 2 internal PT 1000 sensors. And we can see a different point environment within the chamber is quite stable and proves the stability and reliability for research. Humanity's requirement can be various in different researches. For higher biomedical CO2 incubator, the direct water replenishment is from the bottom of the chamber in this right circle area. It gives a large evaporation area and also direct heater strip, accelerating the evaporation in different setting and circumstance. The humidity can be in the range of between 90% to 98%. And from the design perspective, there is a cold spot area in the rear of the chamber. The active cooling design is to reach the optimal humidity level to prevent the cell from drying out while keeping the condensation directly returning to the reservoir. So it's more neat solution while keeping the high humidity for the culture of incubation research. With all these designs to reach optimal cell growth requirements, a fast recovery after the door opening can be easily achieved as well. Adopting an active airflow control technology based on the fuzzy PID control principle, the parameters can be restored without overshoot. The temperature and the CO2 concentration can be quickly restored within 4 minutes, and when the door is open, the high precision fan stop rotating to avoid the influence caused by the convection. But when the door is closed, the fan speed is intelligently controlled and all parameters are restored quickly. And the curves shows the different level of temperature recovery and CO2 concentration recovery and humidity recovery. And I have to say, in current market, this is quite advanced specification, especially during the tender processing compared to competitors. Okay, we finish with those key indicators that affect the sales growth result, and another very important parameter could be the contamination control. The continual internal air circulation, the filtration system can provide a clean room level air quality to ensure cell growth. And there are few devices that can guarantee there is a sterile, no virus situation, no contamination situation in the chamber, including there's internal HEPA filter and metal filters for microorganisms, and also the CO2 inlet filter, which is a high efficiency microbiofilter with a 99.99% filtration efficiency for the particles larger than or equal to 0.μ in diameter. From the constructural point of view, the body is made of white arc, no bracket, no screw, and no dead corner. We also use plasma electropolished one-piece 304 stainless steel as well. So it is pretty elegant design, and there is no dead corner for bacteria and various contamination. And it can easily be cleaned with 95% alcohol, and we also listed a general cleaning protocol for the reference. Although we don't understand the different kind of laboratories, standardization can be various. But we understand that if you use the 304 stainless steel internal chamber can be widely applied by those different standards. As mentioned before, we adapt the 180 Celsius degree dry sterilization methodology. All components are sterilized during the process, and there is no need to disassemble internal components and decontaminate separately, and thus avoiding secondary pollution. And there's also a procedure listed for reference. And there are so many methods provided by manufacturers to facilitate incubator self-determination. In the following, there is some background information just for reference. Although in most CO2 incubator products, three of those common methods like UV sterilization, moist heat sterilization, dry heat sterilization are openly applied. We will illustrate a bit more to understand why Biomedical adapt 108 Celsius degree heat sterilization. Right, first is the UV sterilization. It generates biomedical antimicrobial efforts by the damage it caused by microorganisms DNA. When aromatic nucleoside absorb high-energy photons, this can make UV sterilization an effective solution to reduce contamination in an incubator chamber. However, there are significant drawbacks. Your light source would need to have unrestricted access to all surface of the incubator chamber, shelves, and shelf-mounting hardwares, etc. A shadowed region will not be decontaminated by UV light. And also a common method for microorganisms to survive UV exposure is through enhanced DNA repair mechanisms. In this case, survivors of a UV cycle could be more likely to survive a repeat treatment. Plus, UV light is generally not effective in destroying endospores. Microorganisms which survive the UV decontamination process will potentially have the opportunity to form monocultures and increase their likelihood to reach quorum. This is unless UV sterilization is combined with other methods of incubator decontamination, such as a tear down and wash off all surface, a dispersed chemical treatment, or an effective high heat cycles. Another common one is the moist heat decontamination. Moist heat decontamination is often employed on incubators that is not designed to simply reach the high temperature needed for effective dry heat sterilization regimen. They may be due to a risk of damage to internal components or the risk of overheating the incubator's outbody. Traditional autoclaves operates by heating to 121 Celsius degree and applying elevated steam pressure to increase rate of thermal transmission to target contaminated organism. A moist heat decontamination cycle performed above but close to 100 degree and at ambient pressure is guaranteed to be less effective than an autoclave and does not meet any medical organizational criteria for SAL6 sterilization. Well, SAL6 represents a sterility assurance level of 6 powers of the base of 10, meaning you can get log 6 reduction of microorganisms. What interests me is there is Archaea virus, better known as strain 121. It is a species of microorganism that has been shown to grow and reproduce successfully in pressurized autoclave at 121. Celsius degree. So we can see that will not meet a lot of researchers in different in applications. And also based on our current understanding, a lot of global pharmaceutical standard and the legal compliance will be important factors when a scientist looking for a CO2 incubator as well. Because, for instance, if there is American pharmaceutical company or Europe pharmaceutical company set up the research lab or sourcing the research job to another continental company, and all of those standards will be applied to all those organizations in their research, because the result need to be valid in the target countries. So we rather develop over, I think, the contamination standard to cover all of those requirements to be able to fit more applications. Another one is could be the dry heat sterilization, which is the one we use. The dry heat sterilization at 106 Celsius degree to 180 Celsius degree for several hours satisfied several international guidelines for SAL6 sterilization. High temperature dry heat cause cell death through denaturing of all proteins, destruction of nucleic acids, and desiccation. 180 Celsius degree for 4 hours will kill all known microorganisms, including toughened endospores from bacteria such as anthrax. And this is the very reason why we use 180 Celsius degree hydrate sterilizations. And also in practical use, the sterilization cycles and the recovery is more competitive comparing other producers. If we look into the specification table, I will show that. We'll get to this later. So next we will see the actual product in our showroom and see how it actually works. Hi, welcome to our IoT lab scenario showroom. This is our CO2 incubators in real equipment. And to be continued with our selling point, I'll be introduce some customer-friendly design and also advanced design, making it easier for the research for the scientist. It will be including hardware as well as softwares. You can see the appearance. There is a 7-inch LCD touchscreen. Okay. Device is integration of different application which can be useful during the science, during the research. And for example, there's a record. Okay, different information will be shown there: alarm record, event record, and run stage. For instance, there's alarm asset opening, door opening, low temperature, gas, door ajar, different situation for power failure, etc. All the information will be able to transfer to the different devices, including website and cell phone, through these little devices we call IoT module. And it's easily placed on the side and connect to the Wi-Fi. Information will be transferred from this equipment through the IoT module to our devices. We can check it online through the website, and we do have application on the cell phone. And on the structural design, we have these little rotate feet, which can adjust different height to be able to maintain the steady level during the research. Let's open it. This is particular one inner door glass design. We do have the optionals for 3 inner doors as well as 6 inner doors. And we open this glass door, lining with the rubber sealing, which is able to maintain the better uniformity performance to make a better temperature control. It is also make it more steady during the whole experiment. As we can see, the whole inner chamber structure is one-piece design. There's no back holes, no screw, and no back gate, and this complete one seat. And there is no extra components need to be separately decommissioned during the high heat dry sterilization. And on the inside of the chamber, on the right high place, there's a metal filter to prevent decontamination on the microprobe. And on the left side, there's a tester probe, which allows our user to practice different kinds of validation. We can put the probe from the back side of the chamber. And on the lower side, this is a CO2 sensor. It can maintain the right CO2 level within the chamber. And this is the reservoir, and all the water will be stand there on the back rear inside of the chamber. There's an active cooling point to make it neat on the chamber while can maintain the high humidity level. We also can, if the user has demand, we also can put extra water tray, but it's not really mandatory in this case. Okay. Thank you. Now we will come back to our slides and to introduce more information about our CO2 incubators.
Okay, like other products, we do have some options now as following, right? Different numbers of inner dose requirements, chassis that we can put, we can roll the incubator from place to place. IoT module that enable data sharing from different devices. And there are hyper module and stacking fixing, and also O2 control that may be required in some cancer researches. And some more things we can do better to fit users' demand. And please let us know something more if there is some feedback from customer side. And one thing I would like to bring it up is about the copper line CO2 incubator. And we understand it could be some product include the copper line, the CO2 incubator in the market. However, from our side, the study by the Institute for Hygiene and Public Health at the University of Bonn from 2009 demonstrate copper cannot be unconditionally recommended for the prevention of germs. And since there is no reliable findings on antimicrobial effect of copper surface after intensive cleaning and disinfection. Stainless steel remains the material's choice for long-lasting appliance. And we also have gone through some users in different research fields. It has been said that one of the most important things that affect the contamination is the sterilization or cleaning protocol or routine in the labs. The feedback from user with both stainless steel interface and copper product with the same strict operating cleaning procedure does not show too much difference. And also with the consideration of other solid factors like product lifetime and some necessary funding amount in the tender process, and our scale goes to the choice of stainless cells with a combination of 180 dry heat sterilization package. Okay, as we believe the better we understand the user, the better solution we can provide. Hence, it will be appreciated if we can hear back from the market feedback through our international business partners to improve the better solution together. And also, along with our product solutions, there are consumables as well, just in case there is some demand in the market. And please get back to the market manager, a sales representative, or a colleague for detailed information. There are a lot of we're just showing part of this, including the culture dish, petri dish, a flask. We also have some tubes, racks, a lot of stuff. So let's get a quick review about higher biomedical incubators. From those important factors, first of all, the optimal cell growth, temperature uniformity, and CO2 concentration and humidities. We have the accuracy level as shown in list, and also contamination control. We applied 108 Celsius degree dry heat sterilization methodology, and the structure is designed by a one-piece inner tank, and also the humidification is concentrated in the cold spot in the rear part of the chamber, so the condensation will be returning to the reservoir. And this is another way of displaying those advantage of the product. Also, in the factors we said before, the two more things will be fast recovery. After opening the door for 30 seconds, the temperature and the CO2 concentration can be quickly restored within 4 minutes without overshoot. Right? And easy to clean because the integrated tempered 304 stainless steel inliners, and with all those design that there is no dead corner, no screen, the one-piece design, it's easier for cleaning as well as to better contamination control. Okay, and the last, we have the full criteria certification for all of those applications. And from the production side, we have the quality standard certification, which is ISO 9001, and also the medical device production sterilization certification, and the environmental one. And regarding the product per se, we acquired the CFDA certification, CE, TUV, and also Part 11 certification. As we said, we understand the application will be widely used, especially for those international pharmaceutical applications. They're going to be adapted different principles just in one continental regulation. So we're trying to cover all of those corners as well. And we also have some source resources to support. We do have the user manual, service manual, technical leaflet, and the 3 certificates. And we encourage those partners can get to your sales representative and market managers to get all of those detailed information. I will be listing this in this presentation. Okay, list. We also have the comparison table, as we say. This is not widely shown to the public, but we do have keep this internally as a study materials. We just have two, for instance, thermal and ISCO. We do have different like a binder, memory, CBIs. We all have the comparison tables. So in different battle with different competitors, please encourage our international partners to go to your country managers, market managers, to help better understand how we can win the war in the market. Just for instance, from those classifications like appearance, performance, the IoT optionals, constructions, different angles. We are confident in this kind of product. We still have some advantage because we have been considered all of those applications as most as researchers in the field as possible. Okay, this is another reference as a ISCO. Thank you. Next, we will hand this to Mr. Wang Gongshuan to introduce the constant climate standard incubator.
Thanks, Jason, for your professional and excellent presentation. My name is Gongshuan. Currently work on the Asian team with being focused on the Indian market. So today we'll give you guys for the overview of Biomedical constant temperature incubator range. Biomedical currently has two types of constant temperature incubator available to the market. Firstly, the HFP-18, forced convection with fans, and HCP-169, natural convection without fans. The standard temperature of constant clamp incubator is positive 5 degree to the 105 degree. Let's take a look at the constant temperature incubator. The constant temperature incubator, also referred to as a microbiological incubator, is a device commonly used in scientific research and industry production sectors, including medical care, medical industry, biochemistry, and agriculture science. For bacterial culture, fermentation, and constant temperature test. Also, we have four different types of incubator. The first one is microbiological incubator is for bacteria and fungi, and cryogenetic incubator for bacteria that grow at low temperatures, and the emulsion incubator for plant cells and tissues, CO2 incubator for mammalian cells and tissues. The constant temperature incubator can be used in many application environments for the determination and bacteria. For example, storage of inflution liquid, culture microorganism, paraffin binding test, insect incubation, inactivation of COVID-19, food and beverage testing, preheating of cell culture instrument, and preheating of reagent. Next, we will switch to the showroom to see the screen and more product features. Hello everyone, welcome to our showroom. Next, I will introduce the constant temperature incubator, HFP-18. So from the product outside, we can see we have the 7-inch intelligent touchscreen. From the screen, we can see we have the record alarm, setting, graph, program setting, and correct temperatures. When we touch the graphs, it can show us the 2-hour, 24 hours, 7-day, 1-month graph of the temperatures. And also, we have the user-friendly design of the jumbo feet. The jumbo feet can help people to set the height what you want. And also, we have the double door to control the temperatures. When we open the outer door, we can easily see we have the glass inner door. The glass inner door can easily see what's the simple inside. And we have the adjustable shelves. And we have very smooth angle to very easy to clean the angle. And when we open the inner door, have some features to help the temperature control. The first one is we have the inside temperature sensors, and we have the outdoor sensors over there. And also we have 4-side heating. And this one, this side, and the front door side. So right now we need to close the inner door and the outer door. So from the product right side, we only got the RS485, and you can use this port to connect your laptop, computer to see the data. And we have the over temperature switch. So this is all about the constant temperature incubator, HFP-18. So next, we are gonna see the constant temperature incubator, the performance. So from the right 4 graphs, we can see we have very stable temperature control of our product. Because we're using unequal PID organism and 4 heating machines, double door and double ceiling structure design ensures the unit achieves a stable and high precision controlled environment. The temperature uniformity of HFP-18 is negative and positive 0.3 degree, and HCP-168 is positive and negative 0.5 degree. The temperature recover after the door opens and closes of the constant temperature incubator. For the recording, the graph we can see the both model clear the temperature inside can very quickly recover after the door open, which reduce the temperature fluctuation on the sample. recovery time of HFP-18 after 13 seconds door opening in 2.5 minutes, and the recovery time of HCP-168 after 13 seconds door opening in 4 minutes. Besides, on the superior PID control organism, with the difference for the HFP, forced convection constant temperature incubator can be 0 degree, and for HCP 168 is less and equal to 0.2 degree. So next we can see the 4 different models in our product. The first one is constant model, a model where a fixed temperature value is set and the machine run for the set time or continuously. And the reverse constant model, a model which enables the machine to run the constant model at the reverse time. And the program model, a model where programs that includes multiple temperature and time panels are set to make the incubator run according to the set program. And the reverse program model which enables the machine to run the program model at the reverse time. And from the screen, you can easily to choose which one you want, and easily see which model you have to choose. For the constant temperature incubator, safe and security, we have overcorrect, over temperature, independent temperature limiting production, and many kind of alarms like high-low temperature alarm, over temperature alarm, senior fault alarm, and storage alarm. And we have the door cell of inner and outdoor, and 2,500 hour test in extreme environment. And we got EMC and UL and other tests for our reliability. And for the user-friendly design, we have the easy door opening, magnetic door cell, virtual inner door handle, multiple shelves of adjustable height, and the easy observation. Glass inner door can minimize the impact of sample during the observation. The fan speed regulation. Users are allowed to adjust the wind freely. And it's easy to clean with the white LC line. And we also got the adjustable fit. Compared to competitors' product, for our product HCP-168, we got 2 PT high position seniors and 45 minutes to heat up to 37 degrees from the ambient temperature of 22 degrees. And we got the 7-inch LCD touchscreen. It's very easy to control the product and very easy to see some graph and the data. Also, we have the 15 years data storage and high-low temperature alarm, senior fault alarm, door alarm, and remote alarm. For HFP-18, we also got 2 PT handle high position senior, but in other products only got 1. For the temperature fluctuation, we got the positive and negative 0.1 degree. And for temperature uniformity, we got positive and negative 0.3 degree. And for the temperature recovery time, after the door opening in 30 seconds, we only use 2.5 minutes. And for other products like Bider BF153 use 5 minutes. And we also got 5-inch LCD touchscreen in our product and 15 years data storage and many kind of alarms. So next, our teammate Lian gonna talk about the constant clamped chamber.
Thank you, Gongshun, for your overview. My name is Lian. Now, I'm concerned about South Asia market. Today, I will introduce constant climate chamber, designed and manufactured by Biomedical.
The product is an environmental testing chamber. The constant climate chamber is also commonly used in laboratories and factories for environmental simulation. Through simulation of different temperature and humidity conditions of the natural environment, it is widely used in material tests, aging tests, and long-term stability tests. Additionally, it can be used as specific storage equipment. What kind of tests can be done in this constant climate chamber, like drug stability testing in pharmaceutical industry, and cosmetic stability testing, and for food industrial and packaging industrial. This is our some end users that are from pharmacy, medical care, and universities and scientific research, disease control. Here is a list of tests that can be done in the constant climate chamber. Next, let's see the performance of Here Biomedical's constant climate chamber. When the ambient temperature was 22 degrees and the ambient humidity was 18%, we set the instruments with temperature at 40 degrees and the humidity at 75%. Then 27 points test was conducted according to the DRN standard. You can see the details. From this chart, it can be seen clearly that Here Biomedical's performance in temperature and humidity is better than other brand. Another important parameter of this chamber is the recovery time after opening the door for 30 seconds. Our professional air duct design enables the environment inside the chamber to quickly restore to the set level, reducing the influence of door opening on the test. Thus, the time to restore the temperature to 40 degrees after door opening for 30 seconds is less than 4 minutes, and the time to restore the humidity to 75% is less than 15 minutes. This is the test report issued by TUV. The outstanding functions of Here Biomedical's constant climate chamber will also meet the customer's needs as well as end users. We adopt a semiconductor technology, and intelligent humidification occurs by water drop preheating and atomizing. The daily water consumption also lower. The smart designed intelligent water level alarm ensures that the instruments can still be operated for another week when the water shortage alarm is activated. The smart screen design shows all the main parameters and allows for quick setup. The announcement function and the message and the notified function, multiple functions alarms. The programmable module can allow users to add unlimited additions to meet different requirements.
We choose this HHS 756 model and share you some main parameters here. This is our touch screen. After logging, you can check here graph record, temperature record about here, and you can check it 7 day, 1 month, and check the alarm record. Settings information here. All the details you can download from this USB port. Let's open the door. Here's a glass door. There are two high precision temperature sensors. We use the PT1000 and the test hole here and the fan. This shelf is adjustable, and the tank. Okay. In this model, also we can choose the IoT model because we can upload all the details to the plant, and you can check on the platform and our Here Biomedical apps to monitor all the details of this chamber. And now we will do some comparison with other brands.
We choose a Here Biomedical model and share a parameter comparison with other brand. From the appearance, performance, components, and IoT, we can find here Biomedical model have a larger touch screen and also can equip with the IoT module that you can monitor all the details about this chamber on your mobile phone by apps. Same advantages than murmured. And now we have 3 models with different capacity. Here are the technical features that are here Biomedical chambers, and like we have good temperature uniformity and have a PT1000 sensor, also have 21 CFR Part 11 certification.
Thanks for Lian's presentation. I'm Daisy, the sales for South Asia. Now I will introduce the constant climate dry chamber by Higher Biomedical to you. The constant temperature dry chamber is widely used in laboratories for drying and sterilization of lab consumables, instruments, and specimens. In pharmaceuticals, chemical, agricultural, and other fields, it can be used for heat curing, dehydration, pyrogen removal, and moisture determination of the materials and samples. The constant climate dry chamber can also be used to carry out high-temperature heat resistance tests and thermal agent tests on rubber, plastic products, electrical insulating materials, and other materials. Thus, it is widely used in scientific research, pharmaceuticals, electronics, printing, and other related industries. However, most of our businesses are in pharmaceutical and medical industries. What type of companies or departments might use the constant climate dry chamber? In pharmacy area, there are biopharmaceutical companies, biochemical pharmacy companies, third-party standard testing companies, cosmetic research and development companies, and API R&D companies. In medical care area, the hospital surgical instruments, disinfection rooms, and medical protective clothing sterilizing rooms usually use such instrument. In various labs of universities and scientific research institutes, as well as infectious disease research labs of centers for disease control and prevention, constant climate dry chambers are widely used. Higher Biomedical has 2 models of constant climate dry chamber. For instance, the HCS60. Z means natural convection without a fan inside. The 60 means the chamber volume is 60 liters. And another model is HFS160. The F means forced convection with a fan in it, and the chamber volume is 160 liters.
This is the model HCS60. The whole cabinet contains 3 parts: the outer door, the inner chamber, and the cabinet. For our standard configuration, there's no observation window on the door. For the model HFS160, customer can choose the window as an option. For our handle, we have this press-type lock. You can easily open the door. And for our cabinet, we have 2 lock points. Compared with the single one in the middle, our design can give the cabinet a better seal. Inside the chamber, all the corners are round, which makes the cleanness of the chamber much easier. In our standard configuration, we only have 2 layers of shelves. As an option, however, for this model, customers can choose maximum 9 layers, and for the HFS160, customers can choose maximum 15 layers. Different from the direct heating method, our cabinet adopts the preheating air jacket type. All the heating tubes are in the bottom plate and also on the left side and the right side. On the right top, a 7-inch touchscreen is installed for the monitoring and setup of all the meters. The feet underneath can be adjusted. On the top of our cabinet, here is a test port. All the cables of the measurement instruments can go through here. And on the left side of the cabinet, all the switches and interfaces are here. This is the power supply switch, this is the over temperature switch, and this is the RS485 interface. That's all for our cabinet. Let's get back to our slides.
Amongst all such similar products on the market, why do customers choose Haier Biomedical? Firstly, designed with the unique PID fuzzy control algorithm, the preheating air jacket heating mechanism, and especially the air duct layout, the constant temperature dry chamber can create a stable and high precision control environment inside. When setting at 100 degrees Celsius, the temperature fluctuation of HFS 160 is plus minus 0.3 degrees Celsius, and the HCS 60 is plus minus 0.2 degrees Celsius. The temperature uniformity of HFS 160 is less than plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, and HCS 60 is even less than plus minus 1.5 degrees Celsius. Secondly, the recovery time after door opening is quite short. After 30 seconds from opening the door, the HCS 160 only needs 4 minutes to recover to 100 degrees Celsius, and HCS 60 needs 9 minutes. The heating rates of both models are also high. Thirdly, the convenient and user-friendly smart operation of the instrument greatly improves the efficiency in the labs. The 4 modes can satisfy the different requirements and the lab shifts for laboratory staff working time as well as temperature changes by using the setting functions and self-programmed setup. Fourthly, the intelligent 7-inch touchscreen with innovative design ensures quick start operation. The IoT module and USB port monitors in real time the unit's data, including all records and output. The system can also be remotely upgraded.
Moreover, thousands of hours of Haier Biomedical's R&D team have been invested in the design, tests, modification, and qualification, which guarantee the high security, strong reliability, and user-friendly design of this instrument. With our 7-inch intelligent touchscreen, programmable application, wide coverage on the customer's requirements, and stable performance, we believe Haier Biomedical's constant climate dry chambers can be very competitive in the market. To better identify the right customers in the market, we suggest 1. The customers in the middle and high-end markets should be the priority. 2. Apart from the companies and the laboratories which are in the pharmaceutical and medical industry, the following companies are also using this type of instrument. The laboratories which do the agricultural dry products test. The companies such as the cable manufacturing plants which do the aging tests. The companies in the chemical industry which do the heat treatment tests. That's all from me today. Now my colleague Andy will give us another instrument introduction from Haier Biomedical. Thank you.
Thank you, Daisy, for your excellent presentation. I'm Andy Chen, the manager overseeing the markets in the Middle East regions. Today, it's a real pleasure for me to have this opportunity to provide you all with an overview of Haier Biomedical's vertical type high-pressure sterilizer. Nowadays, there are huge demands of rapid sterilization for medical instruments, dressings, rubber, liquids, glassware, wastes as key examples in the laboratories, operating rooms, disease control centers, and medical or biomedical research institutes, to name but a few. Against such a universal demand, Haier Biomedical offers a sterilization solution as follows. The end user for Haier Biomedical sterilizer vary from the pharmaceutical enterprises, hospital surgical instruments, disinfection rooms, various labs, to the disease control centers. All right, let's take a look at the model HRLM-80, the 80-liter sterilizer, for example. This product has multiple features like automatic program control to warm-up control and timing start. Let's go through the details one by one. Firstly, automatic program control. The full process of water injection, heating, exhaust, sterilization, drainage, drying, etc. No manual interference is required. One-click completion. Secondly, automatic drying function. The drying time can be set after the sterilization is completed. Thirdly, multiple exhaust methods. A variety of exhaust methods, such as regular temperature setting exhaust, dynamic exhaust, and full process air escape, completely eliminates the cold air in the sterilizer and improves steam, ensuring effective sterilization. Mostly one-click start of stored procedures, which is very user-friendly. Fifthly, two pressure relief methods. The two pressure relief methods are available: fast pressure relief and slow pressure relief. The slow pressure relief methods for liquid sterilization can prevent liquid overflow caused by rapid buildup of press. Lastly, warm-up control and timing start. It can be used to start the sterilization program according to the predetermined time and arrange the process time accordingly. Now let's move to the safety features of the sterilizer. The safety features will include, but not limited to, automatic overpressure pressure relief, automatic over temperature protection, the anti-drying protection, door safety protection, sensor disconnection detection, etc. Alright, that's all for the PPT presentation. And now let's move to our exhibition hall here at our headquarters to take a look at the Higher Biomedical Sterilizer.
Dear partners, welcome to our showroom. Here beside me, you can find an 80-liter vertical type and automatic high-pressure sterilizer. This sterilizer comes standard with accessories as follows. Firstly, 4 casters with brakes, convenient for movement and to stabilize. Secondly, when you open the horizontally rotary door, you will find 2 pieces stainless steel baskets to accommodate, for example, the medical instruments to be sterilized. Thirdly, you will find a stainless steel interior chamber and the cover with high insulation material. Finally, a water cup is offered to fill the water into the tank before sterilization. One-click button setting to operate the sterilizer for multiple requirements, such as for instruments, dressings, rubber, liquid, etc. I'd like to point out that the whole process of sterilization, starting from the water injection into the chamber, sterilize, drainage, drying, etc., are fully automatic. No manual operation is required, which is a very user-friendly feature. Beside the control board, you will see a pressure meter is set beside to monitor pressure inside the chamber during sterilization for safety concern. The safety features of this sterilizer varies from the over voltage pressure protection, over temperature protection, and anti-drying protection. The acoustic buzz alarms will be available in case of any failure during sterilization. The buzz alarm will be activated upon the completion of sterilization. Apart from this 80-liter sterilizer, our Higher Biomedical's R&D team have the plan for the development of 80-liter and 100-liter sterilizers, as well as the desktop sterilizers with smaller capacities, such as 18 liters, 23 liters, and 45 liters, to suit the various demand in the sector for medical-grade sterilization. We'll now hear from you in the next segment of this webinar. the market case sharing from our global partners. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chuaning, a representative from Biotech R&D. I would like to explain there are a few specifications of a CO2 incubator that customer is satisfied for it. First, it has large LCD display with the easy touch operations, so it is simple and easy to access. Secondly, it has an alarm system which we can easily to know if the CO2 concentration or temperature is below the set target temperature of CO2 concentrations. And then thirdly, it has a 180 Celsius degree rapid heat sterilization technology, which customer is just need to press it and start to sterilize the interior of the CO2 incubator, and then to provide the pollution-free environment to a customer and reduce the risk of contaminations. Thirdly, it also have a stackable functions, means that if the customer would like to purchase another unit of CO2 incubator, it can still stack above this unit of the CO2 incubator. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Yen, the lab officer. I bought this CO2 incubator from Chile Biotech last year, and I'm very happy with the service and support. The reason why I'm buying this is because I like the large LCD display right here. And the first thing that actually impressed me the most is the graph. I can actually review back the temperature and also the CO2 level over the days and up to 1 month. Okay. So from here I can know when the CO2 level is low and when I need to repurchase the CO2 gas. Secondly, I like the door of this CO2 incubator because it's very light and easy to open. And then when I close it up, it has a very strong force to keep it tight. And thirdly, I like the interior of this CO2 incubator. It's very large, easy to clean, and also I can add on any stainless steel tray whenever I need to top up. So this all accessories is easily available and I can purchase anytime.
Hi everyone from Labor Ildam. We are distributor of Higher Biomedical, and we have a good relations and business with Higher. Today we are at Ankara University Dairy Products Faculty. We are with Professor Dr. Birce Taban, or Higher HRLM80 autoclave user. We are listening to her why she chose us.
Hello, my name is Euv Sterilization. We have just arrived at the Ankara University Dairy Technology and Microbiology Laboratory. We have just received our autoclave from Biomedical. We have been working with them for more than 20 years. We have already tested the sterilization for different programs of this autoclave, and we are very happy to receive this device. Thank you very much.
All right, let's extend a big thank you to our global partners for sharing their experiences. The thank you also to our stakeholders, as I know. On behalf of the entire team, we do appreciate your ongoing support. Now let's move to the next segment of FAQ for some frequently asked questions to further understand Higher Biomedics products and solutions. Question number 1. Are there any components in the incubator that need to be removed before the sterilization process? No, none of the standard component of incubator needs to be removed. However, the filters which can't withstand the high temperature should be taken out. Question number 2. Do infrared sensors never need to be calibrated? Calibration is not required for short-term use, while for long-term use, the calibration is needed. Question number 3. What does that mean if the water level displays red? It means the water level isn't detected. We don't recommend the ultra-pure water, which will corrode the metal. The sterilized distilled water is recommended. Question number 4. What should we do if the sterilization is failed? Step number 1. Click if the water at the bottom is not completely drained. If not, wipe the bottom with a dry cloth or paper towel. Step number 2, restart the machine and confirm whether the position of the liquid level switch is displayed in red. If yes, sterilize the machine. Alright, that's all for the PPT presentation. So for any of the inquiries from our distributors and the partners, please feel free to drop an email to the responsible sales managers for each market. Let's back to Peter. Thank you.
Thank you to the Higher Biomedical team and to our trusted partners for your support today. Again, any questions from today's webinar, please email to inquiry@higherbiomedical.com or visit our website at www.highermedical.com, or of course contact your Higher Biomedical sales manager directly. I want to now give you a brief overview of the Higher Group, as it is important to give you some background about the group, Higher Biomedical, and the greater Higher family. Higher Biomedical is part of the greater Higher Group. The Higher Group is the global #1 manufacturer of household appliances as per the Euromonitor for the past 13 consecutive years. The Household Appliance Division produces and sells around 20 million refrigerators and freezer units per annum. Globally, we are #1 in this sector. Our strength definitely is in our refrigeration history. Higher, through its globalization efforts, now has a coverage on each continent. With GE Appliances from America, Acra from Asia, Hoover Candy from the EU, and Fisher & Paykel for Oceania, as well as major expansions at home here in China with Leader and Kasati. With this expansion, the group's turnover is in excess of $40 billion USD, with 10 plus and open R&D centers, 28 industrial parks, 122 manufacturing centers, and 108 marketing centers, and a global sales network across more than 160 countries and regions. Okay, who's Higher Biomedical? And what's our competitive advantage? Global top 3 medical cold storage solution provider. We supply the full temperature coverage and full portfolio coverage from conventional refrigerator and freezer, ice line and STD vaccine refrigerator, walk-in cold room and automated storage systems. To name a few that have UL, CE, Energy Star, PQS and NSF Global certifications. As the industry leader and IoT pioneer in our industry sector, Higher Biomedical provides solutions for biological sample, medicine, blood, and vaccination management, including Biobank, Reagent, Blood, Vaccination, and Lab. However, our key component to our success is that we are an environmentally friendly advocator. We take our corporate social responsibility seriously when it comes to being a truly green organisation. With our strong corporate social responsibility roots, we introduced the HC refrigerant ULT freezer in early 2014, the first company to offer a full range of energy-saving ULT freezers in the industry with Energy Star certification. And most recently, the development and manufacturing of our Stirling ultra-cold new generation of energy-saving, environmentally friendly, ultra-low temperature freezers, which operate over a range of -86 to -20. In early 2020, Higher Biomedical opened our new IoT manufacturing plant in Qingdao's high-tech zone. 50,000 square meters over 2 floors on our 75,000 square meter facility, with a capacity in excess of 200,000 units a year. Exciting news is that in mid-2021, we commenced our expansion and construction of our new manufacturing facility just next door, adding another 95,000 square meters to our current 75,000 square meters. A total manufacturing site at 170,000 square meters. We will bring you more about our expansion in the coming months. And finally, we have 1,900 plus employees with a growing workforce globally as part of our globalization through localization. And to date, you can find us in over 160 plus countries. We have 500 plus intellectual property patents, 300 plus certified medical devices, reaching over 1 billion end users, as I mentioned earlier. Now that is a very quick snapshot of the size and reach of the greater Higher Group and Higher Biomedical. And to find out more, please ensure you follow us on social media platforms such as LinkedIn and Facebook. We have many updates weekly about the latest and the world's leading IoT solutions. Or of course, visit www.highermedical.com and see all our products, team member contacts, and even do a virtual tour of our exhibition center here in Qingdao, as we showed you earlier. In wrapping up, a big thank you again to the entire Higher Biomedical team, our partners overseas, the marketing department, and of course to you all. A big thank you for spending your precious time with us and taking time out of your day to hear from our team. We appreciate this very much. Our thank you and appreciation is not just for today, but for your ongoing commitment to working with Higher Biomedical across many markets around the world. To find out more, please contact us through, as I mentioned earlier, social media, email, or through today's link. It is also important to remind us that Higher Biomedical's goal is to deliver what the market needs through innovation and technology, to support users' needs and demands with our zero-defect quality assurance manufacturing system and after-sales quality service. And during these indifferent times, we have been in cooperation with United Nations organisations, built a global vaccine ecosystem to support healthcare networks with complete cold chain processes, from production, transportations, customs clearance, distribution, installation, and maintenance to inoculation, to ensure the safety, security, and reliability of the vaccine to the last mile. And finally, from the entire team, we look forward to working together with you and your teams to continue together to solve the needs of all through effective, innovative, and technologically advanced biomedical solutions to ensure healthcare equality for all. Again, if you have any questions, please email us at inquiry@higherbiomedical.com or visit our website for more information about Higher Biomedical's products and solutions. That's it from us, and we wish you a good morning, afternoon, or evening. Thank you and stay safe. Goodbye for now.